there, welcome back to the channel. As always, thank you for clicking play and welcome to episode 2 of our save with Estudiantes de La Plata. Today we're going to be looking at the first team squad, all the players in there, and there's going to be one or two from the under-20s and the reserves that we might just have a quick look at. I'm going to go through these. You can see they're arranged in alphabetical order by name at the moment. All I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll through them all. You can pause it if you want to look at any in particular. You can, if you like the look of one, you can maybe get me to have a look. Just drop in the comments below if you want me to have a look at one in particular in a future video. One or two of them I'm going to show you as well in more detail that I like and that I'm looking forward to using. But let's get straight into this. As I'm talking, as I say, I'm just going to scroll through them. I'm not going to go through them all in detail because that would just take forever. So as I say, if there's one that you like the look of, then either pause the video and have a look at him or drop a comment and I can have a look in more detail in a future video. Really cannot wait to get into this save. As I've mentioned before, it is one that I've been desperate to get back to for a couple of years, and I'm really happy to be in. I've been playing a little bit of a personal save with Aston Villa, which I'm going to be blogging about and tweeting about quite a lot. So there'll be a link down below if you want to go and follow the blog, and you can have a read up on how we're doing as Villa, because I think they're going to be a really good club to do. The deal with Estudiantes is to try and just bring them back to, well, try and establish themselves as the dominant force, not only in Argentina, but on the continent as well. So we've gone through all the squad there. I'm just going to show you one or two players. We've got here club legend in Mariano Andújar, our goalkeeper. He's probably going to be the keeper that we go with at the start of the season. He is 34, but he's been at the club on a couple of occasions in the past, and he's the number one in real life. He's probably going to be my number one as well. Who else have we got that I wanted to have a quick look at in a bit more detail? Carlo Latanzio. Now, I love this guy. Back on FM16 when I first did this save, he came through the youth team. I think I did 4 seasons on that save, which would have meant that 2018-19 would have been the final season that we had there, and this kid was awesome. Whether he's going to live up to that in this, we don't know, of course, but he is 4-star potential, so I do think that we could have something there with him. Mariano Pavoni, another something of a legend at the club, was at the beginning of the century. He was at the club, then went off to Betis and River and several other clubs before coming back in 2017. Again, a lot of experience. He's 36, so obviously he's not going to play an awful lot of games. He's not going to be playing 3 games in a week, but you can see by his stats there, he's still a bit of a machine and he'll still do a job for us. That is for sure. Who else do I want to just have a quick look at? Luca Rodriguez. I did like this kid as well before. Decent winger. He's 4-star potential ability. He's currently 3.5 star, so he's very close to reaching his full potential. Looks really decent. Could be one of those I end up losing to a European team fairly early on in the save. We're going to have a look at Jonathan Schunker as well. Really good defender for the club. Been there since 2012. He's 31. He's experienced. He's not quick. That's not his game. He's a no-nonsense centre-back. I mean, you can tell looking at him, can't you? You may recognise him. He's actually in the intro. He's one of the pictures on the intro, along with Andújar and Pavoni as well, because they're proper legends at the club. Was there anyone else I wanted to show you? Not there. I've got it filtered so the players that aren't at the club are not showing. So what we're going to do is just drop down into the reserves and we're going to arrange it by potential. And you can see immediately at the top here we've got Juan Seijas, who again I remember from the FM16 save that I had going. A very good, potentially 5-star potential ability. He's not the strongest. He's not the most naturally fit. So if we can work on that stamina, can work on that strength, we could have a player here. He is an inside forward, which isn't what I'm playing with at the minute, so we're probably going to train him up as a winger. Who else have we got? He looks pretty good as well. A right back, Matias Ruiz Diaz. Very, very quick, isn't he? But again, the stamina and the strength is a little bit lacking. But I think he's going to be coming up into the first team before too long. Bruno Cabrera, a central defender. A lot of work needed there if he's going to achieve that 4.5-star potential ability. The tackling for one. He's got good natural fitness. Good heading, but poor jumping. His physicals in general are not great, but he's got good determination, good decisions. Looks like he could be a very, very useful asset going forward. Maybe never going to achieve first team undroppability, but he could well be a decent squad player. Half decent looking goalkeeper, 20-year-old, maybe get him out on loan. Stefano Francesconi, we might try and get him out on loan a little bit. Ezekiel Miranda, I think I remember this guy as well from that save. He's been at the club since 2009. Again, the physicals are a little bit lacking. He's quick and he's agile, but he's not very strong and he's not very, very fit naturally. And at 21 years of age, that could be quite difficult to address. But got a good first touch. He's not good in the air again, but he's good at heading, decent finishing, good technique as well. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Again, it could be a decent squad player, a decent backup going forward. And we'll have a look at Nicholas Batsana as well, a centre-back. Now, he does look like he could do well. Surprised he's only 3.5-star potential. He's very, very good. His physicals are pretty decent as well. And his tackling is exceptional, isn't it? He looks like he could be useful going forward. Right, let's drop down into the 20s, see who we've got here. And Dejan Veron, is he related to Juan Sebastian, I wonder? He is a 5-star potential central midfielder. Good passing already at 17, good first touch. Vision and work rate are pretty decent. Again, the strength side of things not brilliant, but pretty quick, pretty promising looking player. We've also got a left back in Gaston Benedetti, who does look very, very good. Needs to work on that crossing if he's going to be an attacking fullback. But he looks very, very good. And only 16 as well. Wow, just look at that kid. He is going to be something, I think. Andres Ayala, defensive midfielder, and again, another very, very promising teenager, 17 years of age, looks exceptional as well. Who else have we got here? We've got a right-sided midfielder in Angel Acosta. I will be training him up as a more attacking winger. But wow, 18. Look at that crossing. Look at that dribbling in the first touch already. That is absolutely exceptional. He's quick as well. He's 182 centimetres, which is quite tall, isn't it? He does look very, very promising as well. There's some really good young kids here. We're going to have a look at one or two more. We've got a lot. Look at these, all the way down to here, all 4-star potentials. So what we're going to do, we'll have a look at a couple of the strikers. Gaspar Di Pizio, again, wow. 18 years of age. He looks exceptional. A poacher. I'm still undecided what formation I'm going to play, whether I'm going to do the 4-2-3-1 or whether we're going to try and do a 2 up front, maybe with Pavoni as a target man and then a poacher alongside. So all these players that have got different roles, poachers and advanced forwards and that, they've all got potential. Imanol Enriquez as an 18-year-old doesn't quite look as good, does he, as Gaspar Di Pizio. And we'll just have a look at Gonzalo Desio as an attacking midfielder. Hasn't really got the flair at the minute, but his other stats look pretty good. Really naturally fit, which is exceptional because that means we should be able to get that woeful strength and stamina improved. He does look very good as well. So that basically is it, guys. I just wanted to go through a few of the players that we've got. In terms of the next video, as I said before, it's either going to be a transfer special, depending on what happens, or it's going to be straight into a match. Now, that match would be the Blooming game at home in the first round of in the first leg of the second round of the Copa Sudamericana. Then the video after that is definitely going to be Gimnasia, because it's the first league game of the season. It's also our city rivals. And then after that, it'll depend how the first leg against Blooming goes. If that's still alive, then it will be that one. If not, it'll be a little bit further down into possibly San Lorenzo, with that being our first home game in the league. But the plan is to do no more than 2 or 3 matches off camera. That way it should keep the videos a bit shorter in length, if I'm not having to go through an awful lot of results. And also that will mean that there won't be as much news to catch up on as well. So that is the plan. I'm hoping to record more and more often and release at the very least 2 videos a week, preferably 3, if not 4. I really want to get going on this. I really want to get as many videos as possible made and out, and get you guys along for the ride and watching this series. I know a lot of people are potentially excited about a save in a league that they're not familiar with. Not many people do these saves in Argentina, but they're so much fun. As I say, I did it back on FM16 and I've been dying to get back to it. So I just, very, very early on, I decided FM19 was going to be this. The plan is that this is going to be a long haul save. As I said, I want to establish Estudiantes as the top dogs, not only in Argentina, but also on the continent as well. I want to be up there competing for the Copa Libertadores season in, season out. That is going to be really tough when you've got teams from Brazil, and obviously you've got River Plate, Boca Juniors, a lot of big clubs in Argentina, and then all the ones from the other South American countries as well, because we've got them all listed, all active, all playable. So it should be a really interesting save, and I really hope you're going to come along for the ride as well, guys. So yeah, smash that like button if you're going to enjoy this series. Subscribe as well and turn on those notifications, because hopefully the videos will come out quite often, so you're going to need to know when they're coming. And I will see you very soon for the next episode. As I said, could be a transfer episode, could be a match. Either way, it'll be along very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Adios.